Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome to my strategy guide for the map Mob of the Dead. For your setup, you're going to want to keep 4 doors closed. You're going to want to keep the gate to the showers closed, the door between the cell block areas, and the upstairs door to the infirmary closed for your trap strategy. And for your early rounds, you're going to want to keep the door next to double tap closed, and that's just to help play fast. This might sound like a lot to do, but since all of these areas have other ways to get to them, you won't lose access to any spots of the map. For your weapons, you're going to want to get the Acid Gat and the Raygun Mark II. You're going to want to get the Tomahawk from the dogs and then upload it to the blue version so that it does infinite damage. And then you want to build your shield at the cafeteria. For your early rounds, you're just going to be camping the double tap area, and when you're standing here, there's only going to be 2 windows the zombies will spawn from. These rounds are going to be really simple and easy. All you have to do is just go between the window and shoot the Acid Gat at each spot. If you see a couple in one spot and your Tomahawk is ready, you can just throw it at them because the Acid Gat might make crawlers or kill them slower. Using the Tomahawk is going to make you a little bit faster for these rounds. Starting from the mid-30s, you're mostly going to be using the Mark II since the Blundergat drops off a lot at this point. Most of the time you're going to be staying in this room right next to the door and just kind of aiming up shots at the window in front of you. You can use the Tomahawk occasionally if you want to conserve ammo, but since you have to charge it up, it's going to be a little bit faster to just not use it at all. And also for this strategy, it helps to know how to single shoot your Mark II instead of shooting a whole burst of 3 if you only want to kill 1 or 2 zombies. All you have to do to single shoot the Mark II is to shoot a burst and then just hold down the fire button instead of letting go. And then whenever you switch weapons twice, it'll only shoot 1 little ray, I guess, instead of 3. For conserving ammo and forcing drops, you're going to play a little bit slower so that you waste less ammo. Strategy is very simple. All you're doing is just shooting the Blundergat in the doorway to distract all the zombies and throwing the Tomahawk at zombies when it charges. Since the cooldown for the Tomahawk is kind of long, in between your Blundergat shots, you might have to alternate between using the Tomahawk and using your Mark II. And if you have claymores on you, you can drop a claymore in front of a couple zombies to put more damage into them. Starting from the mid-40s, it's going to be way harder to kill with the Mark II since the zombies are gaining health so much. So the Mark II only strategy is going to look more like a square-shaped horde at the back of the room. And again, once you're doing your little lap, you can incorporate your Tomahawk into the strategy, but it's going to be probably more difficult and less safe compared to if you held out your Blundergat just in case you get trapped. So this is very similar to the strategy before using Mark II only, but you're doing the horde up at the back of the room just to get the zombies piled up a little more. And then starting from the mid-50s, it's going to be less effective to use the Mark II only as they just are not going to die at all. You're basically switching to doing the conserving ammo strategy from before since you're getting drops way less and zombies are dying way less as well. This strategy is really only necessary to play up to 40, but it's a lot better if you can push it farther. Most speedrun players start playing traps around 64 since that's the round when the spawn delay is at its fastest. So your higher round strategy is going to take place at the cafeteria. You're going to be using the acid trap to kill full hordes and then a little bit extra as well. So you're going to start the round at the cafeteria next to the shield table where all the spawns will be kept at the back. Once the zombies have kind of spawned in, you're going to hit the trap and then run into the stairs and just sit there. Most of the spawns are going to be coming from outside and they're going to hit the acid trap before they get to you. So this is very similar to like Kino on Black Ops 1. The only difference is occasionally you're going to have a zombie coming from upstairs that will come down and try to hit you. As long as you're standing in the right spot as I am, you won't even get hit by them. They'll be too distracted trying to reach you, but they can't reach you, so they just kind of sit trying to hit you through the gate and it doesn't work. But you can also throw Tomahawk at them to just get them out the way if you don't want to deal with getting your shield hit or something like that. Kind of pay attention because once the trap turns off, you just want to immediately run out into the area next to where the MP5 is. Obviously you want to hold out your acid gat just in case you get trapped. You want to be able to shoot to distract the zombies and get them off you. And then also you can use your Tomahawk here. The safest possible way to play this is by just not throwing the Tomahawk at all because that's making more respawners. But the fastest way to play is by throwing 3 Tomahawks in this area in between trap uses. How many tomahawks you throw while you're waiting for the trap really just depends on how comfortable you are with playing fast or playing safe. Once the trap is coming on, you want to run back through the cafeteria and hit the trap on your way. And then, just like before, you're going to want to sit next to the shield so that whenever all the zombies die and they respawn, they're all going to be at the back of the room. And then, to get to the stairs room, you're going to have to jump through the acid trap. This is going to sound risky, but as long as you're throwing your tomahawk between the trap hits, and you're on a high enough round for the spawn delay to be quick, you won't have any trouble jumping through here. So the last thing I have to say for the like 20% of people that are still watching my videos is that I have a straw poll in the description about a Discord server. So I've been thinking about making one for a little while because I want to sort of compile the resources and strategies that get thrown around, but this community is kind of a mess sometimes and it's hard to find stuff that you need. I want to ideally have this as like a catalog type thing where you can find whatever you need, ask whatever questions you're confused with, stuff like that. I already have a couple votes on this just from posting the link in the comments, but I think I will get even more votes if I put it in this video, and I just want to get a better idea of what my audience would want to see. So if you have a second, fill that out. You know, if you don't use Discord, don't be afraid to put it instead of just like closing the tab or something. Just let me know so that I get a better idea of like, should I put time into this or no. That's gonna be it for the video. Thanks for watching.